In a quiet neighborhood of the city lived a young man named Simon. He was full of dreams, sometimes thinking he would start his own business, sometimes thinking he would create something new to make people's lives easier, and sometimes thinking he would build a distinct identity in society. But there was only one problem. Simon would tell everyone about his dreams before he even started working. In front of his friends, he would say, "I am going to do something big very soon." In front of his family, he would say, "Look, this time I will change my life." Everyone would praise him, encourage him, and shower him with compliments. In that moment, Simon's heart would fill with joy. He felt as if he had already achieved something. But after a few days, that fire would die out. Before starting the work, his energy seemed gone. One by one, his dreams remained only in words. They did not take shape in reality. One night, he sat alone in his room, sighing deeply. Looking into the mirror, he said to himself, "Am I really this lazy, or do I truly lack the ability to accomplish something?" This question shook him from within, and just then a strange man appeared in his life, a wise old craftsman. His eyes held deep calmness, and his voice carried the weight of experience. One day, Simon told him about his frustration. He had dreams but could not fulfill them. The old man listened carefully and smiled gently, saying, "Come to my garden tomorrow morning. I will show you a story, not just tell, but show." The next morning, Simon went to the garden. Dew-soaked grass, complete silence around. The old man showed him 2 seeds. He quietly planted the first seed in the soil, sprinkled a little earth on top, and gave it light water. He held the second seed in his hand and said loudly, "Look, everyone, one day this seed will become a huge tree." Then he left that seed exposed to the open air. No soil, no water, no care. A few days later, the old man called Simon. Simon came and saw. The seed that was quietly planted in the soil had small green leaves sprouting, but the seed that had been shown to everyone had dried up, no life, no hope. The old man then spoke in a calm voice. "Dreams are exactly like this, Simon. The ones planted quietly in the soil of effort gradually grow strong and flourish, but the ones shown to everyone to seek praise dry up in the wind of admiration." Simon was astonished and said, "But sir, if I tell people I get encouragement, is that bad?" The old man smiled gently and said, "Encouragement is not bad, but the problem arises when the mind feels, 'I have almost done it,' with the praise received in advance, yet the real work hasn't even begun. If praise comes too early, the brain assumes the goal is already achieved, reducing the energy needed to do the actual work." He paused for a moment and added, "Dreams are very fragile. They need a safe environment, just like seeds need dark soil. There, sweat, patience, and quiet effort help them grow big." These words sank deeply into Simon's mind. That day, he made a promise to himself. "This time, I won't tell anyone anything. I will just work." He brought some wood into his small room and quietly began to work. On the first day, a splinter went into his hand when cutting the wood. On the second day, the measurements were wrong. On the third day, his hands ached and became stiff. His mind said, "Give up, you can't do this." But this time, he did not stop to tell anyone. He kept working quietly. No posts, no announcements, just sweat and effort. Day after day passed. Slowly, in the corner of his room, the outline of a chair began to appear. One night, he hammered in the last nail and stopped. His body was tired, his hands aching, but inside, a strange calmness filled him. Looking at the chair, he thought to himself, "I made this." He had never felt this before. No praise, no likes, no admiration, yet his heart swelled with pride. He realized true joy comes when the work is finished, not when it is announced. A few days later, neighbors saw the chair he had made and were amazed. Someone asked, "When did you learn to do this?" Simon just smiled and said, "I tried quietly." Then he started making more: tables, shelves, small cabinets. In every project, he followed the same rule: first silence, then effort, finally the result. Gradually, the reputation of his work spread. People came to place orders. No one knew what dreams he was having, but everyone knew what he was creating. One day, the old craftsman came to his shop. Looking around, he smiled faintly and said, "I see your seeds have grown well." Simon bowed his head and said, "You taught me. The dream must first be planted in the soil." The old man replied calmly, "Remember, the world wants to know what you have made, not what you are going to make." From that day, Simon completely changed. He no longer announced his plans. He worked, he waited, he finished, and then the results spoke for themselves. Moral of the story: if we announce our dreams too early, we gain false satisfaction, which reduces the energy to work. But if we work quietly, the dreams gain a strong foundation and take shape in reality. Words do not define you, work does. How this story impacts our life. This story teaches us doing is more important than over-talking. Inner satisfaction outweighs external praise. Patience, silence, and consistent effort are the real keys to success. We often share our dreams on social media or with friends. Temporary happiness comes, but enthusiasm fades before the work even begins. This story teaches us, keep your dreams safe, nurture them, and then reveal them to the world. My advice: 1. You don't need to announce your goals to everyone. 2. Do small tasks daily, silently, and consistently. 3. Work for self-improvement, not for praise. 4. When the work is done, let your results speak for you. Remember, the world wants to know what you have made, not what you are going to make.